Well, it was a hard-fought game, and I thought, Morgan State was a very physical team, and we knew that coming in. And I thought their front seven was just, very active, and they showed that they were stout on film, and they were, very good football team. And luckily, we came out with the win, and I thought our guys fought hard.
You started early, you stayed there often. 330 yards on the ground for North Carolina Central today. How's that happen?
Well, we preached that, and we said that we have to be able to run the football to take pressure off of a quarterback. We have a young quarterback back there that I think, does a really good job of managing the game, but we have to be able to run the football. And, in this league, and I think in football today, you have to be able to run the ball, obviously, and stop the run to have a chance to win games. So we hung our head on our running backs and our running game, and, they led us to victory.
Everybody who carried the ball today for the Eagles picked up at least 50 yards on the ground. Isaiah Totten goes over the century mark. What can you say about his performance today?
Well, first of all, I got to take my hat off to our offensive line because they had some big holes out there. And Coach Teasley and the offensive line, I thought they were well prepared. We had a great game. Coach Ware had a great game plan. And, when those guys got the ball in their hands, we know what they can do. Totten special, Freeman special, Mookie Collier special. And we got a strong group back there of running backs. And, I thought they made the most of it.
Offensive line cleared the way for the offense, and then on the defensive side, Bryan Mills, 3 interceptions today. What makes him such a special player?
He's such a great athlete, and he's long. He's about 6'1", 6'2". He's very athletic. He has great ball skills, and when you're in great position like he was, you just got to take advantage of it. And like we say, you just catch the bad ones, you'll be all conference. And he caught 3 bad ones a day. And 2 of them were in the red zone that stalled out their drives, and they were just huge. And it was just good to see young men, making plays.
You mentioned the offensive line, defensive line able to push the Bears back in the backfield. Multiple tackles for loss. Darius Royster again leading the way. 16 yards accumulated on 2 tackles for loss. The defense as a whole, what can you say about what they were able to accomplish today?
Well, really, I wasn't pleased at all in the first half. We missed a lot of tackles. I didn't think we did a really good job of wrapping up and running to the football. And the defensive staff came in at halftime. We made some adjustments, and they got that corrected. I thought we played a much better second half. Came out, we were physical, we tackled well, and we got off the field on third down.
Last time we checked in with you was win number 1. Now it's conference win number 1. How's it feel to get off to a 1-0 mark in the MEAC?
Oh, man, all wins are good. They're just a little harder to come by nowadays. But, I'm really happy for the guys. And, it was a couple times that the ball didn't bounce our way, and we got some, penalties that we talked about, and we could have folded. We could have let them back in the game. But our guys kept fighting. And that's what I've said about them, all year long. These guys will fight. All
right, Coach, Florida A&M next. How do you feel going into next week?
We'll deal with Florida A&M tomorrow morning at about 8 a.m. We're going to enjoy this win tonight. And, I haven't watched any film on Florida A&M. I know they do a good job down there, and they have a bunch of athletes. But we're going to enjoy this one tonight, and I'll get on them in the morning.
It was a good collective win just all around. Defense bailed us out at certain points. Offensive line, receivers, everybody just had a good game, and just it was a great win.
You mentioned that offensive line. They made it pretty easy for you guys, 330 yards on the ground. What were they able to do so effectively today?
I think it just goes with preparations. Throughout the week, we did a lot of film study of all the looks that they do. I think Coach Teasley, really pushed, running backs and O-line just to be disciplined of everything they do, and it just showed today.
You go over the century mark, and you look around, and you see Davius Richard breaks a 63-yarder. Mookie Collier gets into the end zone twice, and, everybody was eating today. How's it feel to be able to just look at the running backs and the backfield being able to succeed?
I love that. I really love seeing, other people see more than myself. You can look on the sideline, you can see me yelling and jumping around for them. And, that's just one thing I think I love, as myself, just being a good team player, seeing everybody succeed.
You mentioned being a team player. You got a chance to watch the defense. 3 interceptions from Bryan Mills today. What have you seen from him in practice that makes him so good?
Yeah, I remember when he first showed up to camp, I was like, who this long, athletic-looking guy, and, since he got here, he's always just been a confident corner that's going to try to intercept the ball and lock you up. So, it is not a surprise now for me.
Truly want to thank God for everything. Thank my family, thank my sisters, thank my teammates, of course. Couldn't do without them.
All right, well, let's get right to it. 3 interceptions for you today. How does it feel to be able to say, you know what, I picked the ball off 3 times and twice you do it inside the red zone?
I was in my zone. I was feeling it. Hard work do pay off. We keep your head, be humble. Keep your head down, be humble. So I felt amazing.
And this Eagle defense, you hold Morgan State 2 for 5 in the red zone. Again, bend, don't break. You're able to stop him in the critical situations. You stop him twice on 4th down. What was the feeling like when you realized that you were able to get a leg up on the Morgan on the Morgan offense?
It felt good. We just got to keep it going. Forget about the first interception, the second interception, the third one. Just keep the momentum going.
All right, and then you look at the offense on the other side. They get it done on the ground, 330 yards on the ground. What was it like watching them go to work?
Amazing. Like, after you take the ball away from the opponent, now your offense could go down and score. The momentum just keep going. Chemistry.
This has been an exclusive presentation of the NCCU Sports Network.